Tyson Fury, considered number one heavyweight in the world, has this fight coming up with Dillian Whyte. A lot of reaction over Dillian Whyte not showing up to the press conference and not wanting to be there. What's your take on the reaction and him not showing up?
Well, he wanted X and Y and Z, which under the purse bid, which gives him the biggest purse that he's ever gotten, he wasn't entitled to. I think Frank offered to fly him in for Portugal where he's training. That wasn't enough. And Frank said enough, no. And so he didn't show, and that really hurt us because tickets went on sale the next day, and in 3 hours we sold 85,000 seats. So, I mean, if this was another promotion and the guy at the other side wasn't Tyson Fury, maybe you'd worry. But Fury can sell anything by himself.
How do you see the fight? And do you feel that it can be a competitive fight? Because Fury is seen as the major favorite in this fight.
Yeah, it's a major favorite in the fight. I think you'll see something like a Wilder fight. Whyte's a devastating puncher. He's a rugged guy. Fury should knock him down a few times and might get knocked down once or twice himself. But I think Tyson wins that fight and wins it by stoppage.
He mentioned after the press conference that that's going to be his last fight. Like, sometimes when you hear Fury say some things, you kind of take it with a grain of salt. You're not sure if he's serious or if he is. Is he serious about that? Have you talked to him about that?
Well, he can say things, and he says them sincerely, and he believes them for the moment, but, he's not signing a contract that it's his last fight. You know what I mean? So I think on second thoughts, when he sees what's out there, like maybe a Joshua fight or an Usyk fight, he might stick around. He's not going to stick around to fight a secondary opponent. If there's another big fight out there for him to fight, he will, in my opinion, without question, take that fight. But again, if there isn't, he's not looking to spend time training and so forth to do a secondary fight, because at this point he has plenty of money, and he wants to enjoy life and his family and his wife, and he has 6 kids.
He's mentioned Francis Ngannou, the UFC heavyweight champion. Is there any chance that can happen? Is that actually like a serious thing that you think could happen, them facing each other?
I think absolutely we want that to happen. Yeah, why not? That would be a great thing to happen. I think the MMA guy has ACL that's been operated on, so he'll be ready next year, and that fight would do absolute tremendous business. And if he has a contract still with the UFC, which I don't know whether he does or doesn't, to do it in conjunction with Dana White would add to the drama and the momentum of that fight, would do record kind of numbers.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because he's had he voices his opinion about you, a lot of it not very nice. Based on that, would you be willing to work with him, and what do you make of all that?
The truth is, I've never, ever met Dana White. I've never talked to him, never had any interaction with him. He said a lot of bad things about me. I've said a lot of bad things about UFC, which I believe. So it is what it is. But I think if there was a big event, particularly one that we could put on in Allegiant Stadium for 70,000 people, I think Whyte would be right there. And it wouldn't bother me working with him on a big fight.
Yeah, because you've worked with Don for so many years, and you guys were neck and neck. So I would imagine that's not new territory for you. But the tone of Dana, like it seems like they're on his end. It's like there's a big amount of dislike there, like a animosity.
Yeah, I mean there is obviously because I've read the things, but I don't know where it's coming from because I don't even know the guy. I mean, I've never, ever, ever even said hello to him or had a conversation with him or anything like that. I don't know the guy. I mean, why he's taken a dislike to me, maybe it's what he's read. I don't know. But it's obviously there's animosity there. But for me, on my part, there's no animosity whatsoever.
I think you guys should give each other a ring, smooth it all out.
Well, I'm sure that if that fight came to fruition and if the UFC was somehow still contractually involved so that we'd have to talk, I'm sure we would talk.
So the doors are open there.
Of course they are.
On an ending note, Bob, for all these years that I've had a chance to talk to you, I always like bringing up stories of boxers from the past. I saw a photo, a painting, beautiful painting of Marvin Hagler in the hallway. Can you share like a great story that you had with Marvin Hagler for us?
I'm still emotionally torn with Marvin passing. He was the first of the four kings to pass away. He's much younger than I am, which compounds the sorrow. Marvin is among my favorite fighters that I've promoted. He was a loyal, wonderful, wonderful person. But I rather not dwell on different incidents, all of which make Marvin look good because he was, what a guy. He was really a man's man, and I really miss him. I wish that doing some of these big fights that we're doing, that I could get on the phone again and invite him to the fight.
Yeah, we all miss him. Yeah. Bob, thank you so much. It's always great getting a chance to talk to you. Thank you.
Okay, you're very welcome.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.